welcome to today's class. And so today's a big day, right? Because it's Inauguration Day. Donald Trump's going to be the president. And whether you're excited about that or not excited about that, either way, it's change. And anytime there's change, whether it's something you're looking forward to or not, it creates, a sense of uncertainty, right? You're just not sure what's going to happen. And sometimes that translates into the body as tension and anxiety. Again, whether you're looking forward to something or not. So today it's all about just kind of opening up, letting go of that, and connecting to what feels good and just relaxation, regardless of what's going on in the world. Okay, you can always kind of turn inwards and make yourself feel better in the moment. Okay, so we'll get started with some neck circles. Just kind of loosen up the body, loosen up the neck. And again, as you get good at this, you can do the neck circles and you can kind of move your shoulders a little bit at the same time if you'd like. And you can also isolate just the neck. You switch direction. Just enjoy that feeling of kind of working the kinks out. And again, you're looking for the best range of motion that you can get. As you do this, connect to your breathing. Circle the shoulders. And the widest range of movement that you can get. That's better. And again, you always want to kind of alternate between going quickly and slowing it down. It really is two different things. Switch direction. Circle the arm. Again, if you're sitting, I was actually following along the yoga thing yesterday at my desk, and so whatever, if there's something there, you can do circles like this. Again, if you don't have the room or if you're just you don't have the flexibility, if you're doing this can be helpful. Again, you're activating the muscles, right? And then again, the bigger it goes, the more benefit you get out of it ultimately. But again, if you're just starting here, that you're getting something out of it. Right, switch direction. You want to vary the speed, quick to slow. Okay, switch arms. Again, you're isolating the arm muscles, shoulders. You're keeping the shoulders relaxed as you can. Try to choose the arms. Switch direction. And we'll warm up the waist. Yeah, there's one other little one you can do. So sometimes I notice right there is a little tight. So as you come around it, right, so it's a little tight here, you can kind of stop and then go back and just kind of play around that little area if it's tight for you. Okay, switch direction. All right, now let's open up the chest. Okay, hands clasped, pinch the shoulders back, chest out, head up. And again, as you're doing this, you're pinching the shoulders back, but at the same time you're relaxing. It's always that combination in yoga where some of the muscles are active and some of the muscles need to relax. All right, so again, you're kind of paying attention here. You're doing slow, you're breathing. You can circle the shoulders while you do this. You can mess around with both directions. You can kind of... I'm a big fan of this one here. That's a fun exercise. So if you do that, you can just kind of circle both shoulders. And again, it's kind of you're just playing with it, there's no really right way to do it. I always think yoga really becomes kind of a whole nother level, and a lot more interesting in my opinion, when you start to know the moves and then you kind of play with them. just according to how you feel that day. Because every day, if you start following this and doing this regularly, you start to notice just the range in how you can feel day in and day out. And so we'll circle the arms like this. Okay, then we're going to start activating the lower body. It's real gentle stuff today. It's pretty gentle every day, but extra gentle today. All right, and again, just pay attention, notice, how's it feel? Right, when you do those simple things we've just done, notice the difference in how you feel, in this area. Again, and the more aware you become of how good this can feel, you'll also notice when you start to get tense, right? Again, because the more relaxed you become, the more you can become aware when you're tense. And now, every time you do this, every time you're kind of doing these opening exercises, you increase your ability to relax. So let's warm up the knees real quick here. So just kind of circle them. And again, no matter where you're at, whether it's just little circles like this at first, it's fine. Okay, switch direction. By the way, something I noticed, I was watching the video from yesterday, or one of the days, and I was doing these knee things, and I could keep hearing a crackle. I was like, is that my knees? Doesn't sound like I'm doing it. It's my foot coming off the mat. So it's not my knees crackling. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do is we're gonna just open up the leg. And so it's kind of the hip joint. And so we're just doing this. And again, if you wanna hold on to something while you're doing it. And that's the idea. If your balance isn't that great, then feel free to have a chair with you. Okay, so you're holding on to. Okay, switch direction. Yeah, just open the bodies up. Simple movements. Other leg. Sometimes simple movements are the most fun. We don't really do them. But just doing simple things, again, it just feels good. Okay, switch direction. And this one here, you can also work on your balance if you want by not putting your leg on the ground. If you put your leg on the ground each time, that's fine. It's really about the movement first and then the balance if you want to add it. All right, so we'll do the triangle. So spread your legs further than shoulder width, and right foot is pointing out, arms up. And again, we'll get this movement, kind of some flexibility in the waist. Activate those muscles. Then reach over to your right, looking over your hand, coming down. Left arm lifting up towards the ceiling. And slowly lower into it. Again, if you're up here, the main thing you want to keep in mind is you want to keep this a straight plane right here. Don't turn in this way. Okay, so keep up. Lifting up, activating the hands, moving up. And so here, this really is kind of a mental exercise. Again, make sure your breathing is relaxed and calm. And we're really activating all different areas of our body here. So it's a meditation in the sense that you're thinking about your right leg is pushing into the ground. And you might feel the stretch there. Your left leg is pushing into the ground, grounding you. That energy is coming up through your spine, out through your left hand and fingertips up towards the ceiling. The energy is coming out here, out through the top of your head, towards the wall. And then the right hand is bracing you as well. And so it's like you want to imagine the energy going out all those directions at once. And slowly come up. Connect to your breathing. I'm going to do the left side, left foot out, arms up. Again, we'll go back and forth here. All right, then we come down. And again, same thing. You want to kind of split your brain off into 5 parts. And so one part's thinking about your right foot grounding into the floor. One part's thinking about your left foot grounding into the floor, the energy running through the back of your legs. One part's running through your right hand, lifting up towards the ceiling. Some of the energy's coming right out through the top of your head. And some of the energy's coming down your left hand, which is bracing you. And then you bring your attention to your breathing too. And slowly come up. All right. So Now we're gonna get on the floor. I'll make a quick note here. Getting on the floor, that in and of itself can be an exercise for some people. If you're not used to getting on the floor, and we may do this next week. Again, if you have a chair, it's a good one. But, well, actually, let's do this before we get on the floor. This is kind of a combination one. Is that sometimes all I'll do is this here, where I'll just get on the floor. And I'll bend my knees like that, and I'll use my hands. My hands are guiding me. And I'm coming up. And I'm coming down. So it's just a very... no one thinks to really do this, but it makes me feel a lot better, especially my knees. I don't know, it just is this way, right? Some days your body's feeling good and flexible and strong, and some days it's not. So on days it's not, I will do this here, literally. And again, you're using your hands to brace yourself, whatever. And so if you have a chair, you could use a chair too, by the way. If you want to start off slow, again, you can use a chair and just come down this way just to start, okay? But the idea is what we want to do, again, the philosophy of comfortable yoga is that we want to do things that make us more comfortable. And so even if it's really seemingly easy and like it's not doing much, it really is. I mean, look at, I'm bending the knees, I'm lengthening the ligaments, strengthening the muscles. I really am. Okay, I'm increasing comfort in this movement. So again, this is kind of something you can practice on your own if you have difficulty getting up and down, on the floor. So okay, so we're on the floor and we're gonna get our hands and knees. And hands under our shoulders, and we're just going back and forth. We're gonna arch our backs up like a cat. We're pushing into our hands, pushing into our knees, arching the back, and then we're going the other way. We're pushing the stomach down towards the ground. We're looking up as much as you can, and lifting the back up. Back down. And now play with this yourself, okay? You go at your own speed. And again, you're just connecting your body through simple movements. Just something so simple. And I'll show you something you can add to this. If you want, you can look over your left side, and it's like now you're curving yourself this way. Okay, so you want to imagine I'm pushing my stomach towards the wall over here, and my shoulder, my head, and my hips are coming out. Okay, so I'm trying to make a kind of a U shape of my body. I don't know if I'm actually doing that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. And so same thing with the other side. Okay, so now you have 4 movements you can do. So now, just take a moment and play with them. Okay, and you can even add, so you're doing this, and look that way, look that way. You can have the neck rolls in a little bit. You're just moving your body in different ways. You're loosening up the spine, right? The base of it, up by your neck, your shoulders, your stomach, your chest. So you put them all. And again, just depending on where your body's at, different stretches will feel better for today. So do those. Okay, now let's do a child's pose for a moment. And so again, child's pose is real simple. We're just on our knees. Just put our hands back, forehead on the floor. Let's just relax for a second. Again, focus on your breathing. Alright, so I'm going to spin here. And what we're going to do is we're going to activate the muscles here, and I'll show you how to do this. So this is kind of like it's a locust. It's beginning to a locust. And so what it means is you're putting your chin on the floor, you're laying flat on the ground, and you lift your right leg up while your left leg stays on the floor. Okay, and you're activating that right leg, and you're bringing it up as high as you can. Again, if you're right here and you're activating the muscles, that's fine. Okay, just as far as is comfortable for you. You want to keep the left leg relaxed. You want to keep your chest relaxed. Everything's relaxed except the right leg is lifting up. And you're going to hold it there for as long as it's comfortable for you. And you can slowly lower it down. And now we're going to go left leg. Okay, so it's the same thing. Chin on the floor, left leg up. Okay, lifting the left leg up. Right leg's relaxed. Your body's all relaxed except for the left leg is lifting up. Tensing up. Okay, switch. Back to the right leg. Keep the left leg relaxed. Stomach relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Relax everything. Right leg up. And lower it slowly. Now the left leg up. And everything's relaxed. And slowly lower it down. Now, we'll do a downward dog for a moment. Okay, so what this is, you put your hands on the mat, bring your feet up, and we're just going into it like this. So you want your feet as flat. I mean, if the heels are up, that's fine. You work to lower them eventually. But again, we just want to get ourselves in this general position. And if you need to modify it, the modification would be, bending your knees a little bit, and then kind of working them down, okay, over time. And in this, you want to push into the hands, push into the feet. And you want to push yourself back as far as you can, ultimately looking up at your belly button, pushing through the shoulders. Alright, come on back down. And now we will do a forward bend, both legs out. And the first step is just to sit straight. Okay, so we're sitting as straight as we can get ourselves. Okay, get our back straight. And then we slowly lift forward, fold forward. And again, it's as far as is good for you. The secret here is, we want to be able, so I can touch my toes and I can pull myself, but that's not really what we're looking to do here. Instead, we want to be sitting up straight and we want to be able to move ourselves forward without our hands and then let our hands go wherever they go, right? So if that's here, that's fine, right? Just wherever you're at. Because really the action is going at the bottom of the legs, the back of the legs, out through the heels, and up through the back, those back muscles. And then, once you're in wherever you're at, then it's just about kind of being present, little micro movements, little relaxations. Connecting to your breathing. And again, as you do this, you want to keep the shoulders relaxed. You can kind of move them like this. If you can do that, you're in good shape. Back of the legs. Again, in your mind, you can visualize. You can close your eyes and just visualize your legs almost becoming like lava, like warm and soft. Just imagine those muscles softening up. And the softer they get, the more flexible you become. That's what your flexibility is based on. Okay, so it's just relaxing everything. And the foundation of all your relaxation is your breathing. Okay, so make sure that your breathing is staying even. You're able to breathe deeply. And again, just go inside and pay attention to what muscles you're activating, which muscles you need to relax. Little micro movements you can make. Right? If you lean to one side, if you lean to the other, what it ends up doing. Reconnecting to your breath. And again, enjoy that. Enjoy the stretch. Enjoy the opening up. Enjoy letting go of tensions. Alright, now do a spinal twist. So again, you can left leg's out, right leg's over, left arm turns around here. Okay, you turn from the base of the spine up through the top of the head. Turn on the shoulders. Enjoying that feeling. Let go, we'll go to the other side. Again, you're working a lot here, okay? So don't get frustrated too, by the way. Modifications are fine. It's all the same. It really is. We're always just looking to get a little bit more flexible, a little bit more relaxed. And so regardless of how far you can turn or whatever, it does not matter. If you want, if you are a little more flexible, you can lock your hand in here. And so you can take this arm and put it down and kind of lock it in. It locks the hips up a little bit. And if you're starting, it'll be more comfortable to do this. Or you may just be doing this. Again, it's fine. So regardless of how far you go, you're going to notice at some point there's certain muscles that are tight that prevent you from going any further. And so that's the point where we're all at, where we're paying attention to that tension and just working to release it. You see, so it's the same for everyone, regardless of what it looks like on the outside. Okay, slowly let it go. Okay. Now just do a quick butterfly stretch here. Just bring your feet together, let the legs fall to the side. And this one, we're going to bring a little bit of movement to it, so if you want to kind of rock back and forth, that's fine. Again, this is almost less about stretching and just about getting comfortable in it, feeling how this posture feels on the body. You know, someone wrote in yesterday's class that they have trouble sitting cross-legged. One thing you can do that'll help with that, and they said they modified it, so great job. Again, that's part of this, you know what I mean? You have to figure out what works for you, and that's always the key thing, by the way, is you're always bouncing off of what works for you, all right? There's kind of like how it's shown, and then there's your body, and somewhere in the middle is what you have to come up with, okay? And so the person said they modified it, great. You know, I'd love to know how you did it. One way to modify the cross, and I say this regularly, but when I first started doing yoga, again, I think I was 19, and I couldn't sit cross-legged. I was so tight. So I can relate to that. A few ways to do it. A real helpful way is to sit on a pillow. Maybe if you get something about that high and sit on that and then practice sitting cross-legged, it's a lot more comfortable. It's a nice way to kind of get started with it. And the other thing is, you know, even cross-legged like this initially, you know, is great. Again, it's a progression, and that's the purpose of this whole thing, is to take a lot of it. It's not just one class a week. You know what I mean? It's the consistency of day in and day out that really makes the amazing, amazing changes. Because as you do something every day, obviously you start to understand it, you know, so much more. So let's connect to our breathing. We'll sit cross-legged, and whichever way is comfortable for you. By the way, if this is completely not comfortable for you, you can just sit like this. You know what I mean? You can do your breathing this way, okay? And I'll do it this way today. So, you know, even if you're just sitting like this, what you're going to start to pay attention to here is how you're sitting, you know, on your butt, and your posture, and noticing how this feels. And again, if you haven't sat this way a while, you may feel your lower back might be a little sore, okay? So over time, that'll build up. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect to our breathing. And the way to do that is to relax the stomach. You know, they call the stomach, it's got the second biggest conglomeration of nerves in the body. It's called the belly brain. And so we want to just relax and let it go. And so intentionally bring that calming, relaxing energy into your stomach. And close your eyes and focus on your breathing. And the intention here is to exhale all the air out of the lungs. And let the inhale happen naturally. Remember, you need to relax the stomach, the chest, and the shoulders to give your lungs the space to expand and contract. Okay, if there's tension there, you won't be able to do it. So in order to breathe properly, the first step is to relax, and then it's to focus in on the breathing and influencing it. So let's turn around, we'll do our relaxation. And this one we're gonna do a little bit differently. This one here, we're not gonna do the tense and release here today. What we're gonna do is just close your eyes, relax yourself, and I want you to bring your attention down to your toes and begin to this is an imagination exercise here. So you're going to imagine that there's a warm, glowing relaxation starting at your toes, moving down your feet into the bottom of your feet, into the top of your feet, And let that feeling of relaxation, almost like molasses, kind of moving down through your ankles. And you can feel that warm relaxation moving into your calf muscles, slowly moving up and into them, relaxing them completely. You can feel it slowly moving up into your knees, relaxing the tendons, the ligaments, all that area. You can imagine feeling the warm relaxation moving up into your thigh muscles, relaxing the thighs, working its way deep into the muscles and letting them go. Letting that feeling move up into your waist, relaxing the waist, moving up into the stomach. You can feel that warm, glowing relaxation moving up through your stomach, relaxing all the organs. Everything just letting go. Let it feel move up into your chest. Feel that relaxation move into the chest area, up into your shoulders. Moving down into your arms, past your arms, into your elbows. Slowly moving down into your forearms, past your wrists. All the way down into your hands and into your fingers. Feel the warm glow of that relaxation moving back into your arms, up your wrists, into your forearms, past your elbows into your upper arms and up into your shoulders. And you can feel that warm relaxation, almost like honey, just slowly moving up into your shoulders, relaxing your muscles. Feel it moving up into your neck, up into your jaw and up into your ears, over your lips, into your nose. So with each and every breath you take, you relax a little bit deeper as you feel that relaxation moving up into your eyes and your eyelids. You just let them go. Let them relax completely. Any tensions just falling away. And let that feeling go up into your forehead and down over your face, over the top of your head and down the back of your head, all the way down the back of your neck, across your shoulders, and all the way down your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Just relaxing you deeper and deeper as you feel yourself sinking into the floor, just letting go. All the way down to the base of your spine, down into the back of your legs, the back of your knees, back of your calves, all the way down to your feet and toes. And now just enjoy this relaxation for a few moments. Alright, get yourself up, and that's it for today. So again, I hope you you have a nice day. And again, remember, the news is always trying to work us up, and obviously this is a time that can grab our attention. But remember, you always have the choice to focus in on yourself and to let go of it and get a break from it, at least for a few moments. Okay, so I appreciate you being here for this, and I'll see you on Monday.